Good day to the panelists and lecturers. Hi, my name is Huan, and today I will be presenting my research, which is the topic development of decision support tool for making design decision in the field of universal design. Before we go to the main topic, let's take a look on the outline. We will be talking about the introduction of universal design, introduction of decision support tool, problem statement, significance of study, research questions, research aims, research objectives, scope of study, literature review, research gap, methodology, result, conclusion, implication of study, schedule of work, and references. So what is universal design? Universal design is the design of products, environments, programs, and services to be usable by all people to the greatest extent possible without the need for adaptation or specialized design should include accessible devices for particular groups of persons with disabilities where this is needed. And what is decision support tool? A decision support tool is a software developed to support analysts and decision makers in making better decisions faster, regardless of your industry, the technical, economic, human, and even social factors that business may face. Each brings its own unique costs, values, and feasibilities. We will be having two problem statements. The first one is building owner not able to decide on getting the certificate of universal design or not. The second is application of support tool in Malaysia is hard to use. These are the significance of study that I found from the government policy. First is CRPD. The UN CRPD is an international human rights treaty that focuses on promoting and protecting the human rights and the dignity of persons with disabilities. Next is EAA. It improves the accessibility of products and services across EU member states. The next is ACA. ACA is a federal legislation that aims to create a barrier-free Canada and ensure equal access and inclusion for persons with disabilities. The last is ADA. An ADA is a comprehensive civil rights law that prohibits discrimination against individuals with disabilities and promotes accessibility in various domains. We are having two research questions. The first is, what are the key criteria and guidelines for incorporating universal design principles into design decisions? Next is, how can a decision support tool be developed to effectively guide designers in evaluating their design based on universal design principles? The aim of this research is to determine the usability of developed design decision support tool in rating the accessibility of building in Malaysia. We'll be having two main objectives. The first is develop an universal design app tool for the assessing construction building, whether the building meet the criteria or not. The second is test the developed universal design app tool with the people from industry. My scope of study will be targeted in the area of Malaysia. And the method that we use is questionnaire survey. This is because it is easier for the people to fill the survey and also easier for us to analyze the result. Next is the target population. We will be targeting on the client and also construction company, which includes the consultant and also contractor. For the first findings in the literature review is the guideline and criteria for the decision support tool in universal building. The second finding is designer and building management in providing adequate accessible facilities for the building visitor. Next is universal design propositions are important in the design of public buildings as this minimize danger in terms of use. Next, we find that it is important to strengthen the implementation and enforcement on universal design application in Malaysia. Creating inclusive learning opportunity in higher education, a universal design toolkit. Next, universal design consideration in housing, residential, and community area. Last but not least, the data analysis of the decision support tool. My research gap will be developing an app to help people for making decisions for the universal design building in Malaysia. As we can see that there are very few studies on the universal design building. And if even have the studies on the universal design building, it is mostly on the other country. So my study will be focusing on the Malaysia. My methodology will be separate into three parts. The first one is app and software development. The first step is to find the guideline of universal design. Second is select the criteria. And after that, we calculate the weightage for each subsection. So users can now know their score by keying the criteria. For the users that get higher than 85 marks, will get the certificate of universal design. We developed this concept into an app which called OpenS app. After that, we conducting the questionnaire survey. The second part will be the data collection. So for the first part, we will be determine the target size of the sample, which is 100, and we determine the minimum sample, at least we getting 30 response. So after that, we conduct purposive sampling method, which is targeting the clients and also construction company. So after that, we collect the feedback from the respondent to analyze. The last part is to do the data analysis. The first test we will be using reliability test using the standard deviation method. The next is system usability scale SUS is used to evaluate the usability of the tool. The third one is analysis of variance. ANOVA is used to gain information about the relationship. And lastly, we'll be present the data. So I will show you my result. The first test is reliability test. I get the result of 0.773. For the compressed alphas that higher than 0.7, it means the result is reliable. So my result is reliable. The next is system usability score, which we call SUS. So how to get the SUS? So the first one is calculating x. X is equal to sum of all points of odd number question and minus by 5. So for the y is 25 minus the sum of points of all even number questions. And for the SUS is x plus y and times 2.5 for each user. So we have the total SUS score and divide by the total user and we get average SUS score 60.47. So it is in the region of marginal. Next, we do the analysis of variance ANOVA between the group, clients, consultant, and contractors. And we get the result of 0.222. This means that there are not much difference between this group. Before we go to the conclusion, I would like to show you the last result of me getting from the data, the universal design grade from the 123 responses. So we can see that mostly of the building in Malaysia are getting only grade B, grade C, and grade D. And mostly of them are not getting the certificate of universal design building. So in conclusion, our aim will be creating a free decision tool that it is easy and simple to use, so we can promote it to the government and for them to encourage or motivate more building owners on getting the certificate of universal design. It can make Malaysia a better country because all users can access easily. An implication of study will be the certificate of universal design building can be easy to get if owner invest more money on the building and it really helps for all kind of users. And second is by just clicking on the apps that we develop, the owner can know their building whether they meet the requirement to get the certificate of universal design building or not. So maybe if they only lack of few points, then they can get the certificate, then why not? So these are my schedule of work and this is my references. That's all from me. Thank you. If you have any question, you can send your question to the email or you can just type the comment in the YouTube.